Hi YouTubers, this is Britt coming at you on, Wednesday, March 30th, 2016, that's it. And this is my 5-week update, yay! So let me give you the stats first. That's what we're here for, the stats. Okay, so I am 5'4", and my highest recorded weight is 320 pounds. The day of surgery, my weight was 296.6 pounds, and my weigh-in this week was 269 pounds even. Surprising, I usually get a point something in there, but it was 269 even. Very nice. That puts my BMI at a 46.2, and my week loss of 2.2 pounds, which I will get to in a minute because there's more to say than just that, 2.2 pounds, and my total loss of 51 pounds. So I'm very happy with 51 pounds. That puts me at my first goal, which is 50 pounds, and also the goal of being at my pre-pregnancy weight, so the weight I was when I got pregnant with my daughter. That's fantastic. Now my next goal will be, my next goal is kind of only 5 pounds away. It was 265 was the weight I got to after I had my daughter. So I had my daughter and I was able to get down to 265. That's like the lowest weight I've seen for basically 2.5, almost 3 years. That's the lowest weight I've seen. Before that, like 2 years before that, I was able to get down to 230, and that's as low as I've been able to go in my adult life. I haven't been able to pass 230 pounds on my own. So that'll be the goal after that. But I can't wait to get 265 because that'll be like the weight I dropped to after having my baby. So yay, yay for me, 50 pounds, woo! I'm also going to post a skin flick probably tomorrow or the next day. And that's going to be fun. Trust me, it wasn't fun filming it. I wasn't thrilled with it, but that's just how I am about my body right now. Drea VSG does it every month. It inspired me to do it. So thank you so much, Drea, if you're watching this. I loved your videos. It's not that I could compare my body to hers, but she did have a close starting weight to me. Obviously, she has different genetics and she works hard at what she does, so her body got to where she is because of hard work, perseverance, and genetics. So my body's not going to be the same, but it is nice to watch that really cool transformation over the course of this whole journey and see where she started and to where she is now. So I wanted to do the same as me. I noticed that when I look in the mirror, things are not the way that they really are. Like I don't see them the same, body dysmorphia basically. So I figured the videos would help. Okay, so let's get into my week update. Yay, 5-week update. So most of the stuff is the same. I still go for 3-mile walks. Some days I hit a total of 5 miles in a day. Some days I hit 10 miles in a day. It just depends on how much I walk at work. I don't tend to walk more than 3 miles at home. 3 miles is my length when I go for a walk. And then I walk probably a mile throughout the day, just doing whatever I do. As far as, my Fitbit tells me I usually walk about a mile to a mile and a half, just doing things throughout the day. And then I walk like 3 miles as exercise, and then I go to work and walk another 3 to 5 miles at work. So some days I hit 10 miles, which is kind of crazy. And some days I go up 40 flights of stairs. So it just depends on the day, and I'm very happy with what I'm going through. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just really in awe of how much I actually walk and how much I walked before surgery too, because I'm not changing any. Like, this is exactly what I did before surgery. I was working out and walking at work and doing all these things before surgery without any results. So I don't think I'm getting these kinds of results. I think it helps my weight loss, but I think really what the focus is my diet, not the exercise I'm putting in. I think the exercise just helps. But when I'm burning, I have to also be very careful how much I'm outputting because I'm not eating as much as I used to. And I can burn like 1,000 something calories in a day from the walks that I have. So I have to be also very careful that I'm not overdoing it too much. I don't intend to walk 10 miles, it just happens. So I really try to, I give myself breaks. I don't do it every day. I only do it 5 days a week. So I have to be able to break and give my body a chance to catch up. If you're working out too much and you're not eating enough, your body's going to stall. Starvation mode. Woo. So I also have to say I have not stalled yet. I haven't had I didn't get that 3-week stall that most people get. I don't have one right now, but I will say that I did notice that on Monday after Easter, my weight went up a pound. I think that has to do with the water intake the day before. Also, if you could tell by my face, Shark Week is coming. I tend to get symptoms of my period a week before I get my period, and I get my period pretty soon, in a week. So the symptoms of my period I tend to get before, well in advance. So breaking out is one of my big ones. Bloating is a big one. Cramping and stuff like that I get before. So all these things I get before my period, usually about a week. So I think that the pound gain had to do with that. The way I ate on Easter, some people may consider it cheating. I don't consider what I did cheating. I have changed the way I live, but I don't expect me to not enjoy holidays. Like, let me think of a better way to put this. I got the sleeve, not the RNY. The RNY is basically, some people who get it do it as a deterrent. They want the dumping so that they're deterred from eating those things. I got a sleeve. One of the main things is because I still want to be able to eat cake on my birthday, and I still want to be able to eat cake on my daughter's birthday, or if I go to a function I want to be able to have a piece of candy or something, or a piece of cake. I don't want to completely eliminate these types of things from my life. I want to drastically minimize them and reduce the importance of these things from my life. So, and what I said before surgery and my other videos I've made is that my problem isn't necessarily treats. I don't tend to eat too many sugary treats. I don't like sugary drinks. I don't like peanut butter that much. Although I do like Reese's Pieces. Like the peanut butter eggs and stuff like that. I mean, those are the best. But I don't tend to like peanut butter that much. I just don't like the smell, which is why I don't get the PB2 stuff, because I don't like the smell of peanut butter. But anyways, sweet is not my go-to. Fat is my go-to. Fat and eating an abundance of it. So I like fatty things and I like to eat a lot. So portion control is my problem, not sweets. I didn't want to completely eliminate them because I have them sparingly anyways. So when there's a holiday, do I consider it cheating by having a couple of jelly beans and a couple chocolate eggs? No, I don't consider it cheating. I mean, the chocolate is about this big, but I didn't overindulge. I made sure I got all my protein in for the day, and I didn't drink as much water as I'd like, but that's an ongoing battle for me regardless if it's a holiday or not a holiday. So I didn't get all my water in, but I got all my protein in. I had like 5 little chocolate eggs and maybe a handful of jelly beans, and that's the extent of what I ate on Easter. So did I think that I gained a pound from that? No. No, because my calories were still really low even with that. So no, I don't think that made me gain a pound. What I think I gained a pound was Shark Week. But I wanted to reiterate that for me, cheating isn't exactly the same as other people's cheating. I don't feel that having a piece of candy once in a blue moon because it's a special occasion is cheating. If I did it every day, or if I did it in a great abundance on one day, like I just shoved my mouth full of that stuff, then I might consider it cheating. But what I did on Easter, no, I enjoyed the holiday a little bit. And unfortunately, our culture and holidays is surrounded by food, so that kind of goes with it. I didn't have cake or anything like that, so it wasn't that big of a deal. So no, I don't consider it cheating. But a lot of the times when I sneak something here and there, like if I'm like, I check my carb count, and I check my protein, and if everything's okay, I don't consider having like a sugar-free chocolate that a cheat, or like having like, I don't know. I don't really cheat every day, so it's hard for me to like point on a thing. But like having a bite of my daughter's cracker, I just don't see that as cheating because I'm keeping everything in balance. So it's all about balance as far as I'm concerned, not elimination. If I wanted to eliminate something, I would just diet the rest of my life. Like I would just go on all these shitty diets that have you eliminate things that you end up craving and wanting. And that's not the goal here. The goal is to have balance in my life. Whereas before I was overindulging and eating too much. And I just want a good spot where I'm able to balance things out. So enough with that rant. So as far as my diet is concerned, I'm still on the mushy food diet. Next week, I get to go to regular foods, take it easy, but I get to go to regular foods next week. So that'll be fun. I have noticed that I was talking about my dysphagia is starting to lighten up a little bit. I haven't had too many problems with it this week, so it seems to be doing very well. Let's see. I did notice the other day I was able to hit 800 calories, which is great. 800 is where it's supposed to be. Next week, I'm supposed to be at 1,000 to 1,200. I don't think I'm going to hit that mark right away. I think I can build up to it. Right now, I'm able to hit 600 to 800, which is making me very happy. I'm averaging right now at about 700 calories a day, so that is fantastic. I'm extremely thrilled with that, and I couldn't be happier as far as that's concerned. there is another thing I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to make sure, because I've been watching a couple of the people's videos, and I adore all my subscribers. Anybody new, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting me on my journey. I really appreciate it. I love it when you guys comment. It makes me feel so good. But there is one thing I wanted to address, and I'm not going to try and make anybody feel bad by addressing this. I really want to make it a point that I am not judging anybody else in this community. When I watch your videos, I earnestly feel your struggle. We are all going through this, and all of us have different instructions from our doctors. I mean, just look at our post-op diets, or even our pre-op diets. Almost everybody has a different diet. It's almost insane how different they can vary between what you can eat and what you can't. I couldn't eat eggs my first week, but I know some people who can. I wasn't allowed, I had purees only for a week, and I know some people who had them for 2 weeks. So it just depends on what your doctor wants you to do. And since he's supervising it, you really should go with what he says, not with what somebody online says. I'm supposed to take 30 minutes to eat my food. Some people have to take an hour, some people 20 minutes, some people more or less. It just depends on what your doctor does. Do not take the advice of your doctor rather than somebody online that isn't a professional as far as this is concerned. And I try to make sure I do not dispense advice that isn't pretty universal, or try to pass judgment on anybody else's path. There are a few things that are universal with our things: protein and water. Those are two things that are super universal. I wouldn't even say exercise is universal because my daughter. I wouldn't even say exercise is universal because some of us have disabilities and can't exercise, and some of us are put on like 6 to 8 weeks of rest where you can't even go and exercise because of surgery. So that's not even universal. So I really try my best to make sure I'm not judging anybody on what they're doing. We all got here to this size, to the sizes that we are, whatever size that may be, because we fucked up, or medical problems, or whatever. So we're all kind of equal in that way. We all have this problem we're trying to fix. I will not pass judgment on you because I'm in the same boat. I'm not going to tell you I'm better or worse than you guys are. I have problems, I have struggles, definitely, and the last thing I'd want to do is make you guys feel shitty, or make someone feel shitty because I feel like I'm doing something better or doing a better job at something than somebody else is. It's okay to be proud of achievements that you have without making someone else feel bad about why they're not doing it. So another thing to keep in mind is I really try my best to not compare myself to others. And I hope that you guys do the same. I hope that you guys don't see my videos or see someone else's videos and compare yourself to them. Everybody has a different path to take. We're all different people. In fact, if you're finding your struggle is harder than others, I think that it's for a reason. Like, you're going to become a better person from it. You will become stronger, and you will overcome your struggles. You just have to believe that you will. And I think that everything kind of happens for a reason. We go through the things we go through for a reason, and mostly that's to make us better people. And that's just a little tidbit. I'm not trying to get crazy religious on you guys. I'm not crazy religious. I just feel that we are chosen to do certain things to make us better people, and for a reason. And my story isn't going to be the same as your story. And the struggle that I'm feeling is a struggle. You may be like, that's not a struggle for me. But this is a struggle, and it's not a struggle for me. So we all have different things. But it's nice to be able to talk to each other because there are some similarities. And to be able to reflect and look back at what we've accomplished and feel good and try to boost each other up and make each other feel better and say, hey, you're not alone. There are some similar struggles we're going through, but also recognize that we are different people and not everything is going to be the same. I can get protein shakes down. Some people can't get protein shakes down because they just taste bad or whatever. And I'm not going to blast you for not being able to do something that I can do easily. Or like some people might be like, I'm guzzling water from the get-go, and it can barely get water down. So there are so many differences and similarities that I really want you guys to remember to keep that in mind when you're watching other people's videos, that rather than passing judgment or comparing yourself to them, to remember that we all have different journeys and we all are different people and we all have different factors that change our story. So I hope that you guys, I hope that I didn't make you feel bad or I didn't lecture you. I didn't want to lecture you guys. I really try to keep this a judgment-free zone. We're all going through this, so I'm not going to make you feel bad for anything you guys decide to tell me. Now, as far as advice is concerned, if you ever want advice or ask me a question, I will address it as best of my ability. but I will try to do it without passing any kind of judgment, and I'm not going to dispense advice needlessly. So unless I've been asked or somebody requested it, I'm not going to say anything. At least I will try. So if you guys do need anything, I am here for you as much as I possibly can be. I have the YouTube studio on my phone, so I do see your comments almost as soon as I get them. So if you ever have anything you want to ask, or you want to come to me just to vent, I am more than willing to talk to you guys, and it's as much as I can, because I have a life too. I have a kid, a cat, as you can see, a dog, and a job. So you'll have to excuse that stuff, but otherwise I will try to be here as much as I possibly can, and I adore you guys all. And like I said before, hello to my new subscribers, hello to my old subscribers, and if you're just getting out of surgery, I hope your recovery is quick and smooth. So that's it. Look forward to my skin flick later on in the week. My 1 month skin flick, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.